सर्वाइव इन कॉर्पोरेट। तो दोस्तों, सबसे पहले मैं आपको अपनी जर्नी बताता हूँ। मैंने आज से 2 से 3 साल पहले कॉर्पोरेट ज्वाइन किया था। बेसिकली कॉर्पोरेट लाइफ इज़ नॉट दैट इजी जितना आप लिंक्डइन में देखते हो या इंस्टा में देखते हो। हर कोई अपनी फैंसी स्टोरीज दिखाता है। लिंक्डइन में आप पोस्ट देखोगे कि वी आर वर्किंग लाइक अ टीम, वी आर अ टीम, और हर चीज़ ऐसा दिखता है कि सब कितना अच्छा है या सब लोग कितने खुश हैं। You will see in Insta people, everyone sharing reels कि कॉलेज लाइफ कितना फ़न है, कॉलेज लाइफ कह रहा हूँ, ऑफिस लाइफ कितना फ़न है। Like they are always working like a team, they are achieving goals like a team, but in reality corporate is very ruthless, very toxic। अगर आपने देखा होगा तो पिछले 1 साल में कितने सारे तो ले ऑफ्स ही हो गए हैं। नो वन टॉक्स अबाउट दैट कि इतने सारे ले ऑफ्स हो गए हैं, उसका क्या। लाइक एवरी वन वॉन्ट टू टॉक ओनली अबाउट गुड थिंग्स, एंड वो एक ह्यूमन नेचर भी है कि हम लोग कभी भी नेगेटिव थिंग्स के बारे में बात करते ही नहीं। हम लोग हमेशा अपना वही आइडिया दिखाना चाहते हैं जो बहुत ही पॉजिटिव है। हम कभी भी नेगेटिव चीज़ दिखाना ही नहीं चाहते हैं। सो अगर आप ओवरऑल देखोगे तो देयर आर फ्यू गुड थिंग्स इन कॉर्पोरेट, लाइक इट इज़ गिविंग यू एम्प्लॉयमेंट, बट लाइक वहाँ पे काम करना इज़ नॉट दैट ईजी। It is a very toxic place. So when my journey started back 2-3 years back, so like I was a fresher. I just completed my college. I did my MBA. So just joined the job, and initially like I was not aware of anything. Like I don't have any experience of any internship, so I was completely a fresher. I have no idea how job works or anything works, like how the environment is. So once I joined the office, then if I I went through some training. Initially everything was great. Like manager was great. He was very supportive, cooperative, and training was also great. Then my induction happened, and then finally I started realizing that I this is not a college. Like because I came from college, so I had a idea or like a illusion that everyone is my friend. Since in college everyone was your friend, like you are chilling, no one was really judging you, everyone was great. So when I first joined the corporate, I start realizing, no man, here not everyone is my friend. Like my some of my experiences were like so bad. Like suppose I was like one trainer trained me, and like he was assigned a task for training. Like he was training me a topic, and the training was supposed to be for 1 day, but trainer actually trained only for 1 hour. So of course we didn't have a idea of the process, like didn't have the idea of the like the topic which he was supposed to train. So what happened when we came live in production, so I was working in a request which was related to that topic only. So of course I was not able to process the request since I don't have enough knowledge of that topic. So I discussed with some of my other team members or colleagues that how we will work on this request. So they asked me the question like, you must have gone through the training, so what you learn in training? So I told him that in training like it was supposed to be for 1 day, however trainer only did it for few hours. So and so the guy whom I was asking, like out of curiosity, asked me, or I don't know what his intentions was, that who was that person, this and that. So I tell him the name. So initially he was also very excited and like doing a lot of back bitching. So I thought, okay, I can share and talk with him very openly. So I started telling him everything, that oh, this is how training went, this is how colleagues who were giving us training was not a lot serious. So initially the person was also laughing with me and everything was going good, and I thought, oh yeah, we become good friends. Since like I was new in corporate, I was a fresher and recently done my MBA. So I didn't have much idea that job is completely different from college. In college you have friends, in corporate you have competitors. So what happened that that news started breaking out I don't know, like the colleague whom I was sharing everything have some bitterness with the person who gave me training, and we were back bitching about the same person. So what happens, after some time the news started break out, and everyone realized that, oh, new trainers, oh, like new hires are complaining about the trainers and this and that. So suddenly everyone was talking about this. So I then connected with two three other colleagues for some help. So they were also talking me, oh, you were telling that your training was not really good, this and that. So I suddenly realized that, yeah, I think that conversation was supposed to between us two, and now suddenly everyone knows about this. Then that's not fair. But that's how it goes. Then one day I think our manager also reached out to me that, hey, Mr. Dash Dash Dash, why didn't you tell me when your training was going on, and why you are spreading rumors in your whole team? It will motivate, demotivate the team, blah blah blah. So I was speechless. I thought, man, like initially I was new and it was not a great thing to complain your seniors or trainers, but yeah, this was one of my lessons, that you have to be very professional. I should have communicated earlier it with my manager, because you have to fight for your own, and corporate no one is coming and fighting for you. So the first learning was that when the training was not proper, I should have complained to manager, and I should have think about myself rather than thinking about my trainer's pleasure or their comfort. And then second mistake was being too open with other colleagues without knowing their intentions and without knowing who they really are. Like I was so open and start describing everything. So it was a terrible, terrible, terrible mistake. I shouldn't have done it. And then the second mistake was then not it was also related to not realizing that how, like, what to say or how to speak, and these type of things. So what happened that I was assigned a mentor. So initially, yeah, mentor was also asking me everything, this and that. So I also started telling him everything, since I thought he was my mentor and he is very helpful, and conversations between us will always remains between us, because he also told me I'm not going to share it with anyone. So I used to tell him about everything, what is going in team, and how is my experience with other colleagues. So I was never aware that the guy was with friends with other team members also, like they were good friends, and somehow everything which I was telling him, he was leaking to his friends. Okay, and at the end I started realizing that I am making I am making fun of my own. And since I am telling him everything and news is leaking, and that everyone is talking about me. So that was also one of the biggest mistake, that never assume that someone is your friend. Be professional. Never be unprofessional in a work environment. Always be professional. Always record everything. And the third thing was that what happened initially, work used to assign to us, so the tickets will be assigned to us, and we all have to work on our tickets. So initially what happened, that I was new, so I never draw my boundaries. So I tried to impress others by doing hard work, and even sometime I saw that I was the only one who is doing who was extending hours from the normal shift timing. It was like due to panic also, since I was a new guy. I didn't have much knowledge, so I also wanted to learn. But one of the biggest factor was also that impressing managers, so that we will get good appraisal in the next appraisal cycle, because this is what we I have listened from LinkedIn, Google, and from other platform. Then manager should be liking you if you want a decent job high, if you want a decent hike. So therefore, I was doing everything, and focusing on everything which is assigned to me, even ready to willing to contribute in other things also. So what happened that I thought that wow man, maybe I will now I am going to get a very good appraisal this. And what when the appraisal time came, I didn't get very good ratings. I was so shocked. Like this happened in 2025, and I still feel shocked that like after giving my everything, still I have not received good ratings, rather than colleagues who don't have a lot of knowledge, who don't take things seriously, have received very good appraisal. So this is my third biggest mistake in corporate, that you need to be professional. You really need to think about yourself. Like you should be realize the risks which are worth taking. You need to realize that if there is no point doing hard work if it is not rewarding, you need to do things which you like and which will reward you in future. And I realized that what I am doing, this extra work, this and that, this is not going to reward me anything, and I am just wasting my time. So this was initially the three lessons which I covered in this live session. I promise you I will come back again and discuss some other 20 tips from accounts from this process. So yeah, bye bye till then. Thank you so much for coming and attending this live session.